of data. So I'm going to shoot a video, but I also thought, well, since I can, why not show you my lair live? Now, I won't be able to completely respond to the chat, but this is my lair and my studio. You see, Benny Keys has been imitating me, saying Summer Wells is in my barn. So, since Benny Keys is so interested in what's in my barn, I thought we'd just hang out in my lair a little bit. I thought about doing this as a video, but I can do this more leisurely this way. Now, I don't know exactly how much data I have, so if we abruptly end, it's either because we have had signal loss or I am out of data. Now, yes, we are out here in my secret lair and studio, and you are seeing the other side that you normally never see. You see, I got a blanket hanging over there. I got blankets hanging over there. I got, a shirt to be clean hanging over there. I got a pile of dirty clothes over there to wash. And I've got some spring water I spilled a little bit right there with some of my gaming stuff. And there, hello, Mamacita. That is Richella's brother. That is Richella's litter mate. That is Fulgrim. He has fallen in love with the barn. Hello, Smelly. I have not been well smelly. That's why I've not been keeping my regular schedule, but I'm feeling a lot better today. And this is Richella's elusive brother. And as you see, I bring him out food every day out here. And water, because as you can see, I spilled some already. But yes, this is my secret lair in studio that you normally don't see. But yes, Benny Keys has basically been going around in chats pretending to be me and saying horrible things. Well, I've been having kidney problems too, so you and I both have been having kidney pain. Matter of fact, when you said kidney pain, it made my bladder hurt. Uh, but yes, and there is Fulgrim. Like I say, you don't get to see him much, and he's a big sweetie. Come on, honey. You're him big baby. Aren't you, honey? He says, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, he says, look at my butt, Benny Keys. Look at my butt. See, we don't have wells in my barn. We have cat butt. And he said my cats were dead, too. Yes, that Summer Wells was next to my dead cats in the barn. As you can see, that looks like a pretty live cat to me. So I'm going to be tearing Benny Keys a new ass on YouTube. And he fancies himself a tough guy. Well, over here, what I do show, this is the Alfaria set. Like I say, some of these sets you see, some of them you only get to see part of. Now, this is my bookshelf that I keep out here because I like actually read. And Benny Keys can see what book is right here on top. Yes. Yes. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. And as you can see, I put my garbage right there. I got a spare flashlight. And Alfarius is a character has a thing for masks. So it's masks, and also he talks to stuffed animals. So, as a character, these are other props that he can talk to. Now, on my other channel, this is Normie the sheep. So, he once again, this is used as a rhetorical tool, to talk about, the people that have absolutely no clue. And of course, this is his guard Taz, and this is his fine steed. Now, Ernie fucking Shell goes around wearing his ridiculous cap. You see, I too have a ridiculous cap. But do I wear it on YouTube? No. It is a leather Civil War cap. And the only time I would ever wear it is if it's raining. Because that's what it's for. Now, once more, Benny Keys is a moron and an asshole. Now, this is a cool little device. These are actually just two votive things put together. But They actually work as a humidor. And inside is a wonderful bud. Absolutely perfect. And as soon as we're done with this live, guess what? I get to smoke that. Yes. I keep a spare set of polarized shades right there. Kind of like my little stash spot for them. And as you see, if you go over here, this is a set that is yet to be shot on that I have created. I have created a new character, a undead female, and this is going to be her set. Kind of right here. Basically I'll be a little bit lower. Hello, Katie, but this is going to be the shooting angle for it. And as you can see, my practice katana is above it. You guys don't get to see the stuff that I do here, but yes, this is my practice katana, for whacking humans upside the freaking head. And this is what it looks like from my view while I'm holding it. But yes, that is my practice sword. Now, it is fully wood, and it does make a good whack-you stick. I'll have to put that up there right with both hands later. Now, I don't have my chair up here, but this is my old set from my Thanatos channel. And as you can see, my tigers are a lot cooler than Ernie's tigers. Even though on mine, this is coming out blurry, and I'm not quite sure why. Let me clean your lens real quick. Nope, it's just didn't like the distance. Yes, but and that's older than Ernie. And if you kind of look around here, you can see that I have all sorts of little stuff stashed, and this is shit from my wargaming channel. And once again, for emergencies, I have a big giant candle out here. And this is my wet block. This was my grandfather's. And this is a pretty geode I found long, long ago. But yes, these are my sets. Now, once again, this for my wargaming channel, this is my wargaming station. An entire giant battle board. And as you can see, there is a galactic war going on. And you can see the various sides and factions. Now, this is what I would be doing. Now, Smelly, remember when we said that we're going to play D&D eventually? What I'm going to do is set up a D&D world board on this of cities and such. And I'm going to videotape it, and you will be able to go back on the other channel, and you'll be able to basically have a live interactive board that's recorded that, you can go back and, if you want to go to a city, you can just go to the video and look at the map and figure out what you want to do. Oh, yeah, like I say, we hang out here. I bring my Alfarius chair over here, and, we sit, and this is his spot. And this is why you don't usually see him, because he has fallen in love with the barn. And he's a big sweetie. He needs a mommy. He needs a person all of his own. Because just like Richella, he's a sweetie. But, he'll go do boy things. And, over there you see my old bed. Yes, when I was having seizures so bad, you see right over there where that blanket is? That's where I slept for 2 years. And it's straw and with a blanket over top of it. This is Fulgrim. This is Richella's litter mate. Aren't you, honey? He says, but I love wargaming table. Do I love wargaming? I love you, sweetie. Well, he's going to be a problem. Says, I'm still going to be a problem. Now, Benny's worried about my bucket, and it's down there behind the chair. And as you can see, I have a lounge chair sitting right next to a table. And this barn is tiered off for tobacco. So this is Fulgrim. He's named after a Warhammer 40k character. Now over here, we have a part of a hay crop. I don't see no summer wells here, Beanie. Yes, Lampy, you have the exact spelling. Yes, it's Fulgrim. Because he is a pretty boy, aren't you, honey? He says, yes, I'm pretty and I'm perfect. And he says, I'm one of the Emperor's children. Aren't you, sweetie? Yes, you are. And as you can see, he just follows me around everywhere. Now, I've put mirrors here and there because they reflect light. So if I'm out here with limited light, these two mirrors reflect light and create a space. Now, over here, you can see one of my set things that you don't normally see. Part of my book collection, part of my library. Like I say, I found out I had some data on this, so I was just going to shoot a video. So, once again, everyone's like, he's worried about what. Now, this is a gem globe. Apparently it needs washed. But, those are semi-precious stones. Oh, look, the United States. It should be here. And as you can see, Fulgrim follows me everywhere. Now, that's a sphere of rose quartz, but it's definitely not a little girl. That's cat in the way, and that is a fluorite pyramid. And this is an hourglass. Now, it's only about 4.5 minutes, and he's like, I'm going to knock everything over because I'm a cat. But yes, now, this is a hidden combat baton, and I have a large 1.5 foot long dagger sitting about 8 spaces away. Now, unfortunately, it takes 2 hands, but you see that combat baton? If I screw it in the middle, it breaks down into nunchucks. Yes, it does. And this is one of my old necklaces, and this is going to be a part of the Fatal character. This is going to be the character's necklace. So I hang it here so it won't get lost. And then on her set, there's all sorts of little hidden things that you won't get to see. And then there's got a pentagram there. And like I say, I've got a spot for a candle there. But yes, Ben Keys says that Summer Wells is in my barn. Now, if we go over here, I still don't see no Summer Wells anywhere, do you? Now, the interesting thing, this survived for ages. This was my toy box when I was a little fucking kid. I'm not kidding. This literally is my toy box from when I was a small child. That's my work table. And as you can see right there, I've actually got a cubby and I've got blocks sitting right there to where I have a view to where no one can sneak up on me. And as you can see right here, no one can sneak up on me. I have a few other security things here, but I'm making sure that the camera don't catch them. Because I'm not dumb. Just saying. Now, I took my stool in the house because I needed it. Because normally I have a stool here for the view, but I took it inside to change a light bulb. So I'm going to stand on this, and hopefully it'll be good enough to show you the back view. Yes. This is the back of the barn. I don't see Summer Wells anywhere, do you? Now, if you look in the distance and you see that barn structure, that is about a mile away. Yes, I do. Now, once again, I say this is the back of my house, the back of my property. No one lives there, by the way. They've got some dogs over there they abuse, and they have some horses they neglect. But that's about it. But like I said, that is about a mile away. The structures you see in the distance, because when I'm a mile away from my house walking home, I can see my barn from there. And as you can see, it's a very pretty day, and you can see all of our leaves have started to change. But I'm still not seeing a little girl anywhere. Now, this is one of the blankets that I like. I have two of these, and during most of the year, I'll keep them like on an old couch and an old chair. Makes the place look nicer, sir. And that's an emergency blanket that was given to me. Now, if we go over here, we've got, oh, look, more hay and more barn. Look, another shed over there with more hay and more barn. But no, I don't see summer wells anywhere. Nope, not over there. Nope, not down there. Now, in all reality, I'm going to tell myself, but if I'm actually sitting here and I have to go, I go right over here because you see, this actually lines up well with me, and I just stand on my toes and I pee. So there's your drama. I mean, there's what you can. I mean, this is my view when I decide to pee from the barn. And this is my weight bench. That's my kitty that follows me. And when I used to have to sleep in the barn when I had seizures so bad, this is my bed. And this is my YouTube studio. Like I say, I take my blankets when I don't need them, like these here, for when I don't pee on the hay. But, when things get too cold, these blankets will go in the house. But to keep so I clean them and then I move them out here so the kitties won't be on them. Now, this is a funny thing, and you know how cats are stranger than fiction? Well, you guys bought two wonderful cat beds, and they won't use them. Now, they have found the scratching post and they have fallen in love with it, but let me switch this around. But the blankets, you guys bought me 3 blankets this week. Now, those are the cat beds. They take their little paws, and you know how they knead, and they pull those blankets to them. Because I woke up this morning, and the kitties had taken the blankets, and they each had their own. They had taken their little paws, when they knead, and they had pulled those blankets to them, and they created their own cat beds out of them. I was wondering why I was cold. And once again, I found all the blankets are pulled off of me, and each of the kitties had one of their own, and they were nuzzled up right next to it. So that was interesting. So I know that a blanket makes a better cat bed than a cat bed, according to a cat. Hello, UK. I'm sorry, anyone I missed, but I really can't keep full track of chat here. Not on this device anyway. And we are streaming off data. So, since I had some functional data, I am going to do a Benny Keys video. But once again, since he wanted to say Summer Wells is in my barn, do you see Summer Wells anywhere here? You saw Fulger, and he said next to my dead cats, and as you can see, the cats in the barn are completely alive, and you saw them eat. But yes, that was interesting. Now, we'll just have to work that out with me and them. But Rachella had her own, Summer had her own, and Elric had his own. Well, the original Elric was the only one I had trouble with weed. he'd steal weed in a minute. And the funny thing is he didn't grow up around it as tiny because I only started smoking pot when I started having seizures. Bad. And it was 2 years into the seizures before I started smoking the pot. And so, he was adult, but when he decided, I really like this shit. So, once again, this is my proof showing you my secret lair. And as you can see, there is no summer wells. But you see, I'm going to do the video in an antagonistic manner. And when I found out that I had the data, I thought, well, you know what? Why don't we do a fun tour just around here to laugh at him before I do the antagonistic video? Because on the antagonistic video, I am going to change demeanor. And once again, Benny Keys wants to talk physical confrontation, so I'm going to ask Benny, does he want his ass whipped? Yes, I am. So once again, I thought since I had the data, I would do a fun presentation here before I get medieval. And as you can see up there, I have swinging dangerous balls. Yes, I do. Now, this is for, a little bit of the humor before we go. Yes, on the Alfaria shit, I have swinging dangerous balls. Once again, Melton talks about he's going to shoot me. Well, I can. Well, we broke connection. But yes, because now